Hey y'all, hey, it's your friend Patty with Giddy Things. I am back with days 298 and 299 very calmly because Cookie Denise is asleep in the background of our 5-minute in name only exercise encouragement. How are you? I am doing well, thank you for asking. Tomorrow is a Monday. It's our second week of in service for my job as a college English professor. I will be working on classes with God's help, always with God's help, spending some time with the puppy and, of course, with my wonderful boys. The big brother has, tomorrow is his appointment to get his implant tooth, and then he also has, they're going to cap his other front tooth. And so, all through the Christmas season, I kept saying to him, literally, this is the only time that I hope to ever say this to anyone, and only because he was already dealing with it. But all you want for Christmas is your two front teeth. I know everybody probably got tired of hearing that because I was taking advantage of the time to say it when it applied. So he's doing that tomorrow. Typically, I go with him to those kinds of procedures, but this one's not going to be scary. And so he's just going to go by himself because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. He lives about 30 minutes away. And so that is kind of early in the morning. I would still go if he needed me to go. I would, but when I asked him several times, he said, "No, I don't. I'm good." So that's good. He's not nervous about it. He's just excited. The thing I think he is the most excited for is eating an apple, just like that. And we were talking actually tonight when I was checking on him, we were talking about what kind of apples, he would eat. We just got he usually has pink lady apples, but we just got the most delicious. I think it's one of the best apples I've ever had. It's called a twisted apple. It's something twist. I can't remember. It was at Sam's Club and it's at other places, I'm sure, too. And let's see if I can remember. It's a mix between, I think, a Honeycrisp and a cosmic. I can't remember. I think Honeycrisp. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's a Honeycrisp apple and a Crips, Cripps apple mixed together. Oh, the taste. I can't really describe it that well. It's a little tart, it's a little sweet, but it's a really aromatic. Like it has a very grape kind of taste to it. It's so good. So we were talking about that, and hopefully he'll get to do that. I hope he and I are both hoping that all of us are hoping that tomorrow is the day he gets to get this done because he's had a cough. He's not sick, but he's had a really just like our weather has been changing back and forth. And so he's got, I think our dear Jessie mentioned that about where she is. And I think Linda, our darling Linda, and we have talked about that in the past. When the weather starts changing back and forth for me and for the people that I know, especially, that's a time when we start to get these sort of like my sister of choice and best friend had laryngitis just out of nowhere, connected to nothing. This is something that's happened, of course, to the big brother. And I've been a little bit raspy lately and had, the congestion issues, as has the disembodied voice, and the handy helper has dealt with it some too. So the weather it was cold, 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 and then it got warmer, and then cold, 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 and warmer, and now it's about to be really cold. Tomorrow, I think our high is 35 and our low is 23, so it's going to be pretty chilly. So we will all try to just take care of ourselves, take all of our supplements we've been taking. I don't know if I think I have shared this with y'all before, actually, to be honest. I think that I've told y'all that the ones that I take, and of course, this is not medical advice at all. I'm not that kind of doctor. This is just what we take. But magnesium, zinc, vitamin D. We do a multi as well, but I have a probiotic that I should be taking more, and I'm going to because of something I'm about to tell you about now in a minute. What else is there? Zinc, vitamin D, magnesium. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Maybe I'll think about it later. Maybe I won't. But I'm going to start being sure to take my Symbiotic by Ritual pretty regularly, if I can remember it, because I went up on my dose of Zepbound, as I said in other videos that I might, from 2.5, because, I had been off of it for a little while because of the insurance issues. Then I went back on after a month and was put back on right at 7.5 where I was when I stopped. But my body, I guess, had flushed all of that out. It made me really sick, lots of side effects. And so I went all the way back to 2.5, which worked for a couple of weeks. And then with the hunger, appetite suppression, and now I'm on 5 because it stopped. The 2.5 is not strong enough. So I hope the 5 will hang out. As of today, I took that yesterday on a Saturday. This is a Sunday. And as of today, man, this morning I was zepped, as we say. I had the fatigue. I had mostly that and the flu-like symptoms. Not a whole lot of gastric, a little bit burpy, a little bit gassy, but nothing real big. Thank you, Jesus, right now. But we'll see how that moves forward. And I mean, this is nothing compared to how it was when I got right back on the 7.5. This is sustainable. This is sustainable. And the appetite suppression is back full force. One of the things I've been very blessed about, so many things in my life, but one of the things on this GLP-1 journey with Zepbound particularly is that even though I had side effects very quickly from this medication and the doable, sustainable side effects that I have now, I also respond really quickly with appetite suppression. I don't have to wait and wait and wait like some people do for a few weeks for that appetite suppression to kick in. It does for me, just like the side effects do, right away. So I hope that those two things maybe go hand in hand, and that's the reason that's happening. But to date, I haven't weighed again for a while because I don't weigh weekly. I can tell that I'm losing weight. I can tell that I've lost more weight. I had, the last time I weighed, which has been a little bit ago, lost 99 pounds. And I'm pretty sure I'm over 100 pounds down at this point. But I haven't weighed, so I'm not going to make that official, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case, just from the way my body feels, my clothes are fitting, all those things. And I want to get more into a deep discussion in the future. Did I say we were 5 minute in name and lecture? I think I did say that. I want to get more deeply into the discussion in the future about how difficult it is to adjust, no matter if it's positive or not, to your body being different. And it seems like all of a sudden I recognized that I am a slimmer person than I was, that I'm smaller than I was. And little things will come up that really bring it into focus. Like a couple of days ago, I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe Friday, the disembodied voice was rubbing my feet for me before I got out of bed. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, your feet are so skinny." And I've always had relatively narrow feet, but I guess now that I've lost that weight, it's something he hadn't rubbed my feet in a while. And when he put his hands around my feet, he was like, "Oh my gosh, they're so much smaller than they were." Not as a like, "Oh, that's wonderful," or "Oh, that's bad," but just, "Oh, that's an observation." And I make those kinds of observations like every now and then, like I'll wrap my thumb and my middle finger around my wrist and go, "Oh my gosh, that's so much smaller than it used to be." Or I'll look at my face like I do now and see how my bone structure has become more defined over time, or how I've got more of a little waddle down there, which is fine. But I mean, that's, just differences in like the way that my brow bone looks, the way my cheekbone looks. If you guys are, and my jaw and my chin, if you are on this journey, whether it's weight loss without GLP-1s or weight loss with GLP-1s, I wonder if that's something that you've noticed as your body changes, that you're like, "Oh my gosh, who is that in the mirror?" Not in a bad way, but again, just as an observation. So yeah, thought we'd have a little chit chat about that. We have dog music on YouTube on the smart TV right now because again, Cookie Denise is resting. She got really tired. She gets really tired. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but are y'all aware that puppies at her age, she's now 13 weeks old as of Friday, are supposed to sleep between 16 and 20, sometimes 18 and 20 hours per day? And it's kind of like a lot of people follow a 1 out, 2 in, like 1 hour out, 2 hours in. And at first I thought, in the crate, relaxing and sleeping. She loves her crate. That's her domain. She doesn't run out of it immediately, which is a good sign. She's like, "I'm warm in here. Y'all just pet me while I lie around a little bit." And so that's good. I'm very happy that she's not upset about being in her crate. And the lady who fostered her for the shelter from which we got her was really good about, we actually, she and I were, her name is Ellie, and she and I were in contact this weekend talking about the other puppies in the litter. They've all been adopted, which is wonderful, but Ellie's kind of missing them because she raised them from the time they were like a month old, right? So, because they were unfortunately dumped in a box, and it's a wonder that they all made it, but they did. So anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying, y'all? Y'all are my friends. You'll give me a second to get back to it. So, oh yeah, the number of hours napped. That is the way to control puppy behavior. I don't know if I ever knew that, but I know it now. I may have known it in the past and just forgotten it, but making sure puppies have enough sleep is crucial to their behavior, because we have started now, we really track her behavior, and we can tell the minute she starts to get sleepy, when she gets more land sharky, more bitey, barracuda, we've been calling her to little piranha, our little puppy piranha, but she will, that will start to happen. And when we do that, when we put her in her crate, when she's getting agitated and overstimulated like that, she settles right down. She doesn't whine. She knows she needs to rest, right? So that's an important thing. We know now that that is really the key to the kingdom. I'll be right back. I'm back. That was the handy helper coming in to ask me if I needed any popcorn, and I requested popcorn and an apple. That's become a very, since grapes are kind of no longer what we have in the house, we have these beautiful apples I talked about earlier. Those are a good mix with the salty sweet with popcorn. So, yeah, that making sure she gets enough sleep is everything. So if you know someone who's struggling with the puppy blues right now, with dealing with the overstimulated and outrageous sometimes behavior that little puppies can have, it's the sleep, I bet. It's the sleep. It is for us, is making sure that she is rested, and knowing how quickly her little self tires out is so important, because she is a special little puppy and we love her. Have you reminded yourself today how special you are? I hope you have. I hope you know how loved you are. My goodness, I love you so much. Please do continue to go with us in peace and love, to serve others. Pray for the whole wide world with a special intention for the beautiful Ukraine.